Hey, puppy trades! I was just going through FinTwit, seeing what all the folks are saying. We had some trends. It was saying the stock market is crashing. There's a crypto crash. Why is Bitcoin getting cheaper? Is Michael Saylor being on the cover of Forbes some type of indicator? And it is really important to be protected for the downside. And during the golden age of puppy trades, I'm going to show a lot more how I don't really care about where the stock market goes. But it is important to have an opinion, to have a bias. Yeah, we might be effed, right? And it's not a good idea for someone who always talks about Elliott Wave and options to one day start talking about seasonality. But I do believe that seasonally, this someone said that yesterday is the most bearish day of the year. I like this a lot. Great work by Paul. So yeah, we're gonna get into my preview for the second quarter. I'm gonna give you guys my preview for the second quarter. The first chart, I actually really do agree with Paul on this one. BITO, Bitcoin, is at a very interesting juncture on the chart. So is Coinbase. Looking at BITO, I said this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave one, wave A. I perfectly predicted this rally and this rally. This was an A, B, C correction. So I believe that this was all wave one, wave A, wave two, wave B. And what I've done is I've taken the time fibs beginning at this low to this small degree wave one high. And we can see an important bottom was made at the 5 week time fib. I'm looking for an important top to be made. I think it would line up perfectly with the 8 period time fib. So I measured the length of wave 1, wave A, placed it at the wave 2, wave B low, and that lines up pretty well with an important high being made later in 2025. So this could be a really bullish year for Bitcoin. And the levels for BITO are pretty clear. 16.11 is a wide invalidation, but I believe this is wave 1, wave A, ABC, wave 2, wave B, and then this is a wave 1. And what I've done is I've measured the Fibonacci retracements, and the 61.8 to 78.6% retracement is where wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2 has ended. The length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low is charted on the chart, but wave 3, especially for Bitcoin, can be pretty volatile, and this could launch BITO up into the 30s before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high and wave 5 is the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low, we see again perfectly that BITO could ultimately be at 40 one day, and it's currently at 20. So if BITO doubles, then Bitcoin would much more than double. And looking back, it would make a lot of sense why sentiment was so bearish at this time. Another kind of hint from Elliott Wave is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves is made, and the highest high on the RSI is made within this cycle. That suggests this is not all a large wave 5 or a large wave C. It's a large wave 1 or a wave A, an A, B, C, wave 2, wave B, and that one day this high is going to be broken. So that's important from an Elliott Wave perspective. We'll get into more of that with Bitdeer technologies. But 1, 2, wave 3 could launch BITO up into the mid 30s before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher up towards 40. Currently, it's between the 61.8 to 78.6% retracement, and we've got a new quarter around the corner. So I'm looking for a big rotation, and I think BITO and a lot of these Bitcoin charts are sending a similar message. Let's look at Coinbase right now. I posted that Coinbase could be ending the wave 2 because this correction is so deep. But I believe in the big picture, this was a large wave 1, wave A. large wave 1 from the IPO low. This was an ABC wave 2 correction, and this was a wave 1, 2, 1, 2. I said right before the election I was looking for wave 3 of wave 3, and Coinbase did explode. That video only got like 130, 140 views, but it played out perfectly on a really popular stock. 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3 of wave 3 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 that ends with momentum divergence. I believe this is an A, B, C correction, and it's between the 61.8 to 78.6% retracement. So 160 is too wide. I think this small degree wave 2 low is pretty important, 176.38. But I'm hedging Coinbase CONY with fiat right now, FIAT, and I'm going to get much more into how I do that directly during the golden age of puppy trades, which begins on March 6th. So I believe this is 1, 2, wave 3, A, B, C, wave 4. It could also be 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3 of wave 3. It's important to understand that that is actually a lot more bullish in the long term. So I believe this is wave 3, ABC wave 4, or wave 1, ABC wave 2. Either way, the length of wave 5 or the length of wave 3 is expected to be the length of wave 1 or the length of wave 3, and that would take Coinbase up to 390 for wave 5. It's currently at 212. So lining up a lot with BITO, it's between the 61.8 to 78.6% retracement. I'm looking for a large impulse higher to begin. And I believe this was clearly an impulse structure. This was a corrective structure, and now Coinbase could get a springboard into the spring. Bitdeer technology is a very similar story. Wave 1, wave 2, and then from the slow 1, 2, I perfectly predicted wave 3 of wave 3, just like Coinbase and BITO. Wave 3 of wave 3 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. That was all a large wave 1. This is wave 2. The length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low gives a wave 3 target in the 30s, and BITO is currently at 12.45, so the invalidation is 9.05. The length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low gives a wave 3 target of around 30, 31 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. This really deep ABC correction is one of the charts that suggests this is not a wave 4 ending. It's actually a wave 2 ending, and that's much more aggressive to the upside. This RSI rule comes into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The highest high on the weekly chart is made. That suggests this is not all a big wave 5 or a big wave C. It's a large, in my opinion, wave 1, ABC wave 2. So that rule suggests one day this high is going to be broken. I suggest it's going to be sooner rather than later. Let's flip over to the Nasdaq real quick. This is an ETF called QTOP. It formed a wave 1 and an A, B, C wave 2 at the 100% extension. The length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low takes QTOP up to 28.27. So these are the largest stocks in the Nasdaq. Let's get into the largest stock. I believe it's the largest stock in the Nasdaq is Apple. Has a very clean Elliott wave count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1. A, B, C wave 2 at the 61.8% retracement. I pointed that out here, and I pointed it out here that this was wave 1 and wave 2. Now it's broken this high. I believe this is another wave 1, and an ABC wave 2 correction has formed. That's a really pretty wick for Apple right there, and it would make a lot of sense to see Apple turn around. If it's above 230.20, wave 2 is in, and a wave 3 higher is expected, and Apple is looking really pretty. Apple is looking really pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1, ABC wave 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wave 3 of wave 3 is expected to launch Apple to new all-time highs, and that's all extremely valid above 230.20 to 225.70, but call it 230.20. I think Apple's one of the most important charts in the market, and this is really going to decide if tech is going to crash or when tech is going to crash. This is a really pretty chart, so it should probably be the thumbnail. It's that beautiful, and it's really giving the cleanest picture of big tech. Nvidia, another pretty chart. One, two, three, four, five, wave one. A, B, C, expanded flat for wave two. And then from this low, wave one, wave two, at the 78.6% retracement. So I've bought put options on NVDQ, which is an inverse Nvidia ETF leveraged. And I'm expecting this is one, two, three, four, five, wave one, ABC wave two, one, two, wave three. It's at the 78.6% retracement. So I came out on this day and I said this was wave one, wave two, wave three of wave three. I perfectly predicted Nvidia for a very long time for this entire rally. I do expect that. I've heard some people call Nvidia dead money. I don't believe Nvidia is going to continue to be dead money. I think it's been consolidating for a long time. This is wave one and wave two at the 78.6% retracement. The length of wave one placed at the wave two low gives a minimum wave three target up in the 150s before a shallow wave four and a wave five higher. If wave four retests the wave one high and wave five is the length of wave one placed at the wave four low, waves one, two, three, four, and five can take Nvidia up to 173. The length of wave one placed at the wave two low can also take Nvidia up to 175. So 173 to 175 is looking like that Goldilocks level for Nvidia. Let's look at Tesla right now. Tesla forms a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1, A, B, C wave 2, and then from this low 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 3, A, B, C wave 4. I'm looking for the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low to be a wave 5 target. This is another one that could be a deep wave 2 correction ending, but remember that's a lot more aggressive. This would take Tesla up to 579. I've got an exciting Tesla position that I'm going to be sharing. So make sure to like this video and I'll share my Tesla position that I'm taking. The length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low would suggest that Tesla is going up to 579 for wave 5. And that would just complete this blue wave 3. There'd be a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. So Tesla's looking pretty good. This is another candidate for the thumbnail. Yeah, this will probably be the thumbnail. I'm looking for Tesla to end this wave 4 correction and begin a wave 5 higher up into the 500s. But this could also be a large wave 1 and a wave 2 ending before wave 3 of wave 3. So don't count that out from an Elliott wave perspective. The stop is the ABC correction. The 161.8% extension is 252.86. And above that level, Tesla can be going up to 579. NEO forms a wave 1 and a wave 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another wave 1, and an ABC wave 2. It's gotten going this week. From this low, it's formed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. I can't tell that to the broker, but the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low gives a wave 3 of wave 3 target of 8 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high and wave 5 is the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low, NEO can go to 11.8 for waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that would just complete this blue wave 3, this black wave 3 that I have labeled 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. Looking very good.